Good morning, friends. Let's have a global market update checkup for today. Yesterday, the market, like the US markets, Dow Jones closed about 98 points down, and Nasdaq almost 60 points down. We're seeing kind of a constant correction in the IT-led Nasdaq exchange, which we're seeing kind of a consecutive losses in the exchange in the past 3-4 sessions. And also we are anticipating that today and tomorrow there will be weakness in IT as well as pharma stocks, which is led by the Nasdaq. Now friends, also coming back to the Asian markets, it's trading kind of in the red. Hang Seng is down almost 80 points, Nikkei is down 155 points down, and Shanghai is down almost by 20 points. So all are down between anywhere between 0.2 to 1%. And coming on to the Singapore Nifty is up by 3 points. It was up by more than about 15 points, but it has kind of given up the gains and is just about flattish at 3 points plus. Today we have the future options expiry day, so would be kind of volatility seen in the last 1 hour of trade. SBI looks good on the expiry front on the positive side. Friends, also coming back to the FII flows and the domestic investors flows for yesterday, provisional figures again has shown that FIIs have bought 1,000 crores worth of stock and the domestic investors have sold 315 crores worth of stock. So till now FIIs have been constantly buying in the month of March. There's been almost $1.25 billion that they have bought the worth stock of Indian equities. And mutual funds are to the net sellers for this month again. Friends, this is all for the global market update. Now I'll forward it to Sadhna for the derivatives checkup.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday market started the session on positive note to hit a fresh lifetime high above the mark of 6,641 levels. Ahead of buying was witnessed in blue chip counters as well as sectoral indices along with strong inflows by FIs. And the Nifty finally snapped the session at 6612 levels with a marginal gain of 0.10%. In this period, we have seen that short positions were scored up by market participants as around 8.90 lakh shares were reduced in open interest and cost of carry increased by approximately 48%. On the PCR front, we have seen that it has increased significantly from 1.14 to 1.12 to 1.20, which is clearly indicating that put option has added more number of shares than call option. Yesterday in session, we have seen that overall activity is unwinding. And call strike of 6,600, 6,500, we have seen unwinding activity, and put option also strike of 6,500 followed by 6,600, we have seen unwinding activity in March series. But overall in April series, if we talk about, we have seen that good number of positions are adding up in 6,700 call option. Our intraday support would be 6630, 6650, resistance would be 6720. And Singapore Nifty April future is quoting at 6677, it is up by 4 points. There are two securities in bank period today, one is HDL and India Real Estate. Yesterday FIs were net buyers of approximately 1,145 crores in future and option segment. Mainly they were net buyers in index future and index options of more than 800 and 900 crores respectively. Overall, our bias for the market is positive as we are trading above weekly VWAP of 6580. Our lower range for the market would be 6550 and high range would be 6700. But as we have March series expiry today, so market may remain volatile and uncertain. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome back to the MID pre-market action. Now what we have is today is we show the actionable ideas. There is a long shot depending on the news and the announcement from the company, the sector specific. We have a list of stocks, news and other updates that would definitely keep a track on the markets as well as what's going on in and around the macro and the macro factors affecting the stock market. Actionable ideas to start with. We have first update CMC at the CMP 1405. CMC has gone ahead and won a legal case against the Kuwait Stock Exchange. Now this was a case earlier which was filed in the Kuwait court because Kuwait Stock Exchange has gone ahead and cancelled the contract of CMC, which they had filed a complaint, the legal counsel complained, and they have gone ahead and won the case. And again, the total compensation which the CMC would get along with the interest would be 77.5 crores. This is definitely a big good news for CMC. Action long CMC, stop loss 1377, target 1447 and 1474 on the upside. Next we have is Sesa Sterlite, CMP 182, yesterday's closing. Now this iron ore mining in Goa likely to restart. That is, the Supreme Court has gone ahead and said that it could be permitted to the tune of 20 million metric ton a year. So that is again a good shot in the arm for Sesa Sterlite. Earlier it was 15 million ton of iron ore. Now it has raised to 20 million ton. So this again, all this production cap is temporary. So now again this also shows that the iron ore mining is again going to restart in full-fledged, which will definitely benefit Sesa Sterlite in medium to long term. Sentimentally, very positive action. Long Sesa Sterlite, stop loss 178, target 187 and 191 on the upside. The third we have is Jet Airways CMP 223. Reserve Bank of India has extended the deadline for aviation sector to raise funds through external commercial borrowings, that is the ECB, till March 2015. So it was earlier 2014. This is a big relief to the cash crunch sector and definitely would provide a good enough cash to the company for the long term. Action long Jet Airways, stop loss 219 and target 230, 234 on the upside. Friends, the watch list for today, what we have is the stocks with positive buys. We have Maruti, L&T, SBI, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank and Tata Motors. These are the stocks that are looking good for on the positive side for this today's futures expiry period. Stocks with negative bias, we have Infosys, LIC Housing, and these are the current market prices as yesterday's closing of the respective stocks. Petroleum and Natural Gas Ministry has summoned Reliance and consumers using form a KGDC for a meeting later this week. Now this is to decide on the extending sales contract beyond March 31. All the urea and fertilizer companies had signed the contract till March 31st. As the March 31st is nearing, they're going to meet again and decide now whether they're going to go for the 5-yearly contract or the annual based contract. Supreme Court also directs government to prop the 6,500 crore investment in Reliance Industries during the petition seeking cancellation of Reliance contract for exploration of oil and gas from KG Basin. Wanted to know from the center about the prop into the alleged money laundering issue raised during the hearing. Now this is one by one again a negative news coming in for the Reliance. Firstly, it was regarding the gas price, which they wanted to raise from 4.2 to 8, and that has caused the election commissioner to kind of ban it from the hearing, and they won't be able to raise the rate. Reliance won 2 exploration blocks in Myanmar. It emerged the top bidder for the M17 and M18 shallow water blocks. This again outside India, they have backed the contract. ITC has gone ahead and increased the rate of Gold Flake premium cigarettes. Now prices by 13% to rupees 85. This again would definitely improve their profit margins. It has increased the classic brand of cigarettes by 20% to rupees 180. For a pack of 20 cigarettes. These two brands contribute close to 15% to the ITC's revenue, which is also the overall cigarettes volume. So this will definitely have a positive impact on the company and the stock price. Friends, the news update, we have Container Corporation. Government scheduling to divest almost 28 lakh shares, equity shares, 1.46% of the paid up share capital to PSU ETF. So this again the PSU ETF which the government just gotten. Godrej Properties has entered into a partnership with Oxford Group and Ekta World to develop a residential project in Keshav Nagar and Pune. Godrej Properties is in a buying spree and a JV spree. They want to kind of form a JV and build large residential complexes. The project is spread over 43 acres and will offer approximately 2.8 million square feet of space. That is a saleable area. Now this is again a big project and will definitely boost British properties earning as well as price. Friends, that's all the updates and the news we have for today. Have a good trading session. Thanks.